Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and today I'm jumping into another Crimson Vow Best of One draft queue here on Magic Arena. The Arena Open is very soon. It's this weekend, and if you like drafting and like playing in big events, this is your chance to do one to do one of your format. They've run standard and historic and sealed arena opens over the years, and they're finally running a draft one, which is pretty exciting. Should be a fun event. I am wanting to do well, so I've been drafting a lot. I'm still trying to figure out the best way for me to draft this format. There are it's hard. It's hard to draft this format. There's a lot of bombs. It's not quite as bomb heavy as some formats, but there are a lot of bombs. So some cards go up a little bit in value. Some cards go down a little bit in value due to that. And I kind of have a strategy that's worked okay-ish for me over the last 3 or 4 drafts I've done. So I'm going to talk through that as we get into this draft. So basically, black, white, and red have been the best colors for me, hands down. So I would like to try to put myself in a position where it can be black, white, or red, depending on how the picks go. And then if I open a bomb in another color, I'm still pretty open and I can go from there. We did not open a bomb this time. Consuming Tide is fine, but not a bomb. It's just okay. We're not going to be taking Consuming Tide or Geistlight Snare. This is a white-blue card. Even though it's blue, it's a white-blue card. This first pack is actually kind of sucks. There's not a ton here. There's the Edgar's Awakening. But that's not great. Innocent Traveler is just okay. I'm actually going to take the Consuming Tide because I think it's more powerful than anything else in the pack, but I'm not locked into this at all. I still would rather be red, black, or white if I can. So over the first 4 packs, I'm going to just pick the best card and try to ignore the other cards I have, and then I'm going to try to read the packs to see what might be open. So Voltaic Visionary is strong. Lunar Rejection is pretty good as well. It's a nice bounce spell. And then we've got Investigator's Journal, which is a decent amount of value. But is it good enough to take here? For me here, the pick's between the Voltaic Visionary and the Journal. I'm going to take the Journal to stay more open. I'm not seeing like removal or anything that's really pushing me into one of the 3 colors I want to be in. So I'm just going to try to stay open as long as possible. Here's a Flame Blast Bolt. This is the kind of card I was looking for. There are a lot of black cards, but none of them are amazing. I've been unimpressed with Skulking Killer. Specimen, Ghoul, and Doom Dissenter are all decent. They're all fine in the deck that wants them. But Flame Blast Bolt is the kind of card that makes me want to take it above anything else in the pack. So I'll take a Flame Blast Bolt, and I'm actually going to follow up with this Reckless Impulse. I guess it's either Impulse or Evolving Wilds. Impulse is pretty good. Evolving Wilds is nice for splashing, but there's only a few decks that really want to splash. Catapult Fodder can be good. Now I'm going to take the Impulse. See if I can start cutting red. Well, I say that, and then I immediately get 2 unplayable red cards. What's the best card in this pack? The Desperate Farmer's pretty good. The Stitched Assistant is fine. I won games with this early on in the season, but this is not an amazing card by any stretch. I think I'll take the Desperate Farmer. And follow that up with a Grizzly Ritual. I'm happy to play at least 1, maybe 2 Grizzly Rituals. Markov Retribution can be good, but it's only good if we're deep in vampires, and I'm not sure if that's where we're going to be or not. Vampire Vengeance is a pretty good card. So I'll be taking Vampire's Vengeance and looking at picking up more red cards, hopefully, as we go through. Nothing amazing here for us. There's some okay green cards. And I could still end up in red-green werewolves or something like that. That's a possibility. And then I could splash this Grizzly Ritual pretty easily. But this isn't a werewolf, though. So you take the Retrieval. It's not, like, amazing either. Yeah, I'm going to take the Spore Crawler. This is my first pack. We didn't like this pack the first time. We don't like it. We still don't like it now. I'll take the Alchemist Retrieval and probably not play it. This is a pretty late Blood Petal Celebrant. If I am red-black, which is kind of where I'd like to be, this is a decent card. There's nothing else amazing in the pack. I'm gonna get to grab a Mind Leech Ghoul here, which is fine, but not where I want to be in red-black. This was a hard pack. I'm not sure if it was just a really weak pack. It's a really late Stitched Assistant. Or what? Pack 2, we've got a Graph Reaver. This card can be pretty good, but it also kills you pretty fast. I think I'm okay passing on the Graph Reaver. Alluring Suture is one of the best red cards, or non-rares in the set. This card's really powerful. I will likely be taking Alluring Suture. Other than that, there's another Blood Petal Celebrant. There's a Blood Fountain, a Diregraph Scavenger, and a Gift of Fangs. Gift of Fangs is pretty hit and miss. It's not like the most consistent removal in the world. So I'm pretty... And it's in my off color, right? I think I'm going to be black, but I don't know for sure. So I'm just going to take the Alluring Suture. And see. It looked like green might be open, but I didn't get, like, amazing green cards. And now I get to choose between Bleed Dry and a Braid. I think now's the time when I'm going to take the Bleed Dry and just try to go into red-black. Demonic Bargain, terrible card, don't play it. Dread Fugue, excuse me, is the kind of card that you don't normally like to play in Limited. Like, cards like this usually don't do what you need them to do. But in bomb-heavy formats, they can be a necessary evil. And so I would play a Dread Fugue in my red-black deck if I needed to play a 23rd card. You could do a lot worse than Dread Fugue. But we are taking the Bleed Dry here. This says destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less, or just destroy all creatures. This is powerful. It's a really powerful effect. If I'm not taking it, I'm taking a Blood Fountain. Now, I think I'm going to take the Path of Peril. Having access to a card like this is really powerful. And splashing is pretty easy. And there's nothing, like, I want the Blood Fountain, and I'd play another Desperate Farmer. But I think getting access to Path of Peril is pretty nice. Some okay white cards. None of these are, like, amazing white cards by any stretch, though. So seeing this many white cards doesn't mean anything. There's another Blood Petal Celebrant, which I'm happy to play. There's a Lacerate Flesh, which is okay. And there's another Reckless Impulse. I haven't loved Weary Prisoner. I think there is a spot for it, but I haven't figured out what it is yet. I'm going to take the Blood Petal Celebrant. We want to be aggressive. Celebrant's good at doing that. Jeez, no red cards in this pack, huh? So there are some better white cards here. There's Arm the Cathars and Nurturing Presence, which are both better than you think they are. Massive Might is good as a cheap combat trick in green. Biolume Egg is maybe the biggest sign here. This is a really powerful card. But I'm not I'm not playing it, so I guess I'll just take the second Mind Leech Ghoul and hope I don't have to play both of them. Ragged Recluse is pretty good in my deck. I'm going to have lots of blood tokens, so I'm going to be discarding a lot of cards, which means this can flip pretty easily. So, pretty happy to take a Ragged Recluse here. I want to try playing an Undying Malice. This card is apparently pretty good, and I haven't tried it yet. It just looks pretty bad, but now I get to pick it. It's a really late Traveling Minister, but I think it's a little too late for me to get out of my lane. Picking up an 8th pick Ragged Recluse in a blood deck is going to be pretty okay. Nothing here. We'll take the Arm the Cathars. Here's the Dread Fugue that I said I'd play. So we'll put that in the deck. This isn't really a Persistent Specimen deck, but it'll start in the deck. It's a really late Nurturing Presence. Man, I was just playing a white deck, and I would have loved to pick one of these up 13th pick. But it didn't happen. This is a 2-mana 1/1 flyer that buffs another creature and turns on a lot of the synergies that you want in that deck. Huh. Well, Welcoming Vampire's busted. This is a very strong card. Is there any way I can convince myself that picking this is the right pick? Or do I just need to pick like the Magma Pummeler or the Flame Blessed Bolt? I want to try it. Don't do this at home. I'm taking the Welcoming Vampire. It's not the right pick, but I'm playing it. Do as I say, not as I do. Audric's just a 3-mana 3/3. It's not worth splashing for. Wedding Invitation draws cards and gives vampires lifelink. I guess I only have 4 vampires. I don't have a lot of creatures. I need more creatures. I'll take the Courier Bat, I think. With the Desperate Farmer and the 2 Ragged Recluses, there's a chance that I get to do the thing with the Bat. Bat is better in white-black, which is not what I'm playing, obviously. Oh, I have an Honored Heirloom. Might help playing that. I'll just take another Gluttonous Guest here. Or, I guess that's the first. This card's good. Play your Gluttonous Guests. Wow. Not a lot for me, but I'm happy with a Diregraph Scavenger. This is a good card in black. Some decent blue cards here. It looks like I could have maybe put together a decent blue-black exploit deck. But I'm just going to take more Ragged Recluses. Do I want another Bat? Or do I want a Blood Servitor to make blood tokens? I don't have a ton of ways to make blood tokens. So it's actually not like the easiest question to answer. I'll take the Bat still. I think the Bat's that much better. I get to play a Sure Strike if I want. I think I do want. So I'll put that in the deck. Man, this pack really did not get there for me, did it? It's a late Lacerate Flesh. That might make the deck. The Evolving Wilds did not wheel, which sucks. How do I build this deck? I've had decent success with Aim for the Head. It's not good, but the fact that there are so many amazing bombs in this format makes like the discard 2 mode on Aim for the Head like better than you would expect it to be, better than it should be. I think I got tricked a little bit. um, there was this really late Vampire's Vengeance, and I kept getting Blood Petal Celebrants, which made me think I'd get red cards in this pack, and there was nothing red in this pack to pick up, so I got a little bit. I'll play 2 planes. I think I have to play this Honored Heirloom, which does not feel particularly good. I think I want the Undying Malice. Still need to cut a card. I have way too many non-creatures. That's probably the Aim for the Head then. Or I guess it's one of the combat tricks. Yeah, sure. I'll cut the Sure Strike. I'll leave the Aim for the Head, I guess. Yikes. I'm not happy with this draft. I do not think this is going to go well, but let's hop into a couple games and see how it goes. Oh. All right. This is our opening hand. We obviously can't keep this, but I really, really want to. If any of these cards was a mountain instead, I'd keep this hand. I'd snap it off. Because this can clean up what our opponent does early on. But we have to mulligan. This hand we can keep. I think I'll just put a land down because we have a really cheap hand. Second mountain doesn't help us very much right now anyways. Like, we need this Reckless Impulse to hit mountains. Or swamps. Excuse me. Packsong Pup is terrifying. Oh, nice. Just a little 1-2 that our opponent gets to get going, and we miss our land drop. At least we hit it here. The pup's going to run away with the game. We're not going to be able to beat this pup. They get to attack here. Opponent eats our Reckless Impulse. I guess I just say no blocks. Oh, I only have 1 swamp. So I can't play Undying Malice also. So I'm just gonna like try to double block the pup if they attack. And if they do attack, that probably means I'm getting got somehow. Yeah. Oh. Okay. That just happens? Cool. Bleed Dry, perfect. I want to draw a card with the journal. Good. At least the guest blocks. Like, we're in a decent spot right now. Our opponent's going to play 6/6 here, and it's going to make me really sad. No? Oh, they're playing Brambleworm. Sure. Can bleed dry this. Can eventually aim for the head that. Yeah. Okay. Go. I'll draw a card with the journal on end step. Okay. Gets to eat my other creature. Deal 2. Oh, sure, that flips now. Yep. Attack, go to blocks, I'll block. Draw a card with the journal. There's my vampire. So let's see, I can aim for the head, the catapult captain, and play Welcoming Vampire this turn. And hold up Undying Malice. Okay, are you going to sacrifice the scavenger? I really hope you do. Nope. And then here's Welcoming Vampire. And pass the turn. So now here's the question. Do I go block with these two on the scavenger? And then save my Welcoming Vampire with Undying Malice? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to block here. Take 2. Play the Recluse and plan on flipping it next turn. Oh, well. The follow-up scavenger is going to hurt a lot. My turn. Here's a Ragged Recluse. Draw a card. It's a Dread Fugue. Okay. Sacrifice blood, discard this card. Gain a life, draw a card. Found a farmer. You know what? I should have discarded the Dread Fugue. Not the swamp. Then I could have played the swamp. I guess I'm just passing. This is flipping. All attacks, sure. Block, take 2. Yeah, take 2. I'm gonna Undying Malice this thing. Draw a card. Okay. I can gain life and get something back, but that doesn't really help. I think this Dread Fugue is worthless, so I'm going to discard the Dread Fugue to draw a card with my blood. Scavenger's a nice draw for me. I get to gain some life back here. And I get to draw another card. Found a swamp. Play the swamp. Play a Desperate Farmer. Hit for 2. Okay, we are staying in this game. Okay, got the Hero's Downfall on my Welcoming Vampire. It's already gotten me so much value, though. And if I gain life this turn, I can just pick it back up with the bat. So I think the Harvester is attacking this turn and the Witch is attacking this turn. And if those two are attacking, I can play the Suitor. Attack with both. Flip Suitor. And they're just blocking. Okay, that's awesome for me. Because now I'll play Bat. Pick up Vampire. Play Vampire. And I think we've done it. Yeah. Sweet. Well, that went well. Let's see if we can keep it going. Alright, Mono Black Mountains and I are going to do some battle here. Yeah, this hand seems fine. It's nothing amazing, but if we can flip Recluse, Bat can trigger because this gains its life when it attacks. So I'm probably just going Recluse into Suitor and then seeing if I can attack with them both on 3. Or on 4. Okay, I found a Gluttonous Guest. That might be a slightly better thing to do. Oh, they have a Flame Blast Bolt. Okay. Oh, they have one, but they didn't want to use it? Weird. Are there any other red instants? Why else would it give our opponent priority there? Oh, they don't care because they have a Kessig Flame Breather, I guess? Sure. I think I'm just running out the Gluttonous Guest here. Because it makes blood. That's how this thing flips. I guess they wanted to get a damage in with the Flame Blast Bolt? I don't know. I think that's a little strange. Well, still the same play as I talked about before, just running out the Alluring Suitor. Hoping to attack with both next turn. I have the Bleed Dry to kind of force the attack to happen if I want it to. I think I will attack because I can pop this blood to gain life and play Bat to pick Suitor back up. So I'm okay with this. Double blocking my Gluttonous Guest. Weird. I think I killed a Belligerent Guest. Am I casting Bleed Dry to kill both of their things? Oh no, so this can still work out, right? I can still do this. Do this. And then I can eat the blood now. And then just play bat, pick up guest. Yeah, that worked out. And now I've got the bat to start hitting, chipping in the air. I've still got the bleed dry. I have a cemetery gatekeeper. It's kind of cool, I guess. They put a creature behind it. 4/3 first strike, yeah. I guess I bleed dry it. I don't know. Feels kind of bad. But it's holding back my attacks. And I think I just want to smash. And it's still a 2-for-1, so like it's still fine. Yeah, there's the Magma Pummeler. Actually, Gluttonous Guest is really good at holding off Magma Pummeler, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Am I Reckless Impulsing first? I think I will. So now I can just play the Gluttonous Guest. I can discard this mountain next turn to gain life to turn this bat back on. They're just running out of bat. Okay. And a 2/1, sure. Am I killing their bat, or do I let the bats trade so I can get value with my bat? I think I let the bats trade. I think that's fine. Play bat, pick up bat. I don't have another creature to pick up, so I'm not going to play the second bat. I'm just going to play Desperate Farmer. Olivia's pretty good. No blocks. They don't have a single zombie, huh? So I think I'm just attacking for 2. Playing another bat. Olivia can't do anything else, right? Okay, Reckless Impulse was obviously a great draw for our opponent. Luckily for us, they're flooding. Yeah, the Blood Petal Celebrant attack seems a little aggressive. So if I block Olivia and shoot her with the Flame Blessed Bolt, then the bat dies too. And this flips my farmer. That goes away. Undying Malice is a nice draw. Um. So this, if it deals damage to something, then it can deal 3 damage to something else. So this could like block Harvester, shoot my Dancer. I think I'll just hit for 2. Just play it kind of slow. Sure. Yep. I've liked winning Invitation in my decks. It's been pretty okay. Are they going to use it right now? Just to get in for an extra 2 damage? Guess so. I'll definitely aim for the head this turn. Because this card's not getting any better. Yeah, I assumed it was a land, but the card was not getting any better. Let me see. How do we like all attacks here? All attacks means if they just block this, they're still dead, so they have to block this. I think I like all attacks. And then I can activate Deadly Dancer, or I can just save my Harvester. I guess I can do both. Maybe I don't save the Harvester. Maybe I do save... Oh, they're just dead. I forgot how to do math. Cool. Didn't matter. This weird deck's winning. I don't understand. Let's go to game 3. Alright, Kyle. It's time to battle. I go first, and my hand looks good, so I'll keep it. This is a game where Dread Fugue is going to be cast for 3 mana. Actually, that's going to chill for a second, because I have this Vampire's Vengeance. Maybe I do just Dread Fugue this turn, because I want a Vengeance next turn. Yeah. Oh no, wedding announcement's gonna kill me. Should have held on to it and cast it for 3. Yep. Gets in for 2, plays the Toxic Scorpion. Hope I hit a land. Sweet. Darn it. This says if they attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. So I'll do this now. Wedding Announcement's a huge bummer of a card to play through. Yep. Make another 1/1. I get to kill this. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. If I were them, I would chump attack anyways into this. I'd trade a 1/1 for a card. So that's why I made this attack. Let's impulse. Ooh. I can use this to just kill the tokens. It's not the worst. Yeah. Let's destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. Seems fine. Snapping off the block. I'll just run out Bat here. I can block plus Flame Blast Bolt. They get to draw a card. That sucks. Okay. We've got these blood tokens to try to find something to do. That doesn't count. I guess, am I discarding this though? No, let's not do that. Guess let's just pass. Yeah, Wedding Announcement's a really good card, especially if you have it on curve. I'm gonna take the hit for 4 here. Yeah, I guess I bleed dry it. Bleed it dry. Okay. Cool, we found something. Something that all of their creatures are going to be bigger than, but we found it. Yep. Oh. Well, that's kind of neat. We get to do this. And we get to exile the Kindly Ancestor. You know, you take your little wins when you get them. Still flooding a little. I guess we're both... I can't be too mad. Our opponent's drawn 8 lands. I've seen a lot of spells. Jeez. Especially with Wedding Festival. Card looks really strong. And yeah, we're just dead. Cool. Wedding Festival, Wedding Invitation, that card, one of the cards you should be picking very highly in this set. It's very good. Alright, Merrick. Just a quick note on that last game I played. I think how that game played out also speaks to why I like Dreadfugue. Even though I misused Dreadfugue in that game, if I had cast it for 3, I would have been able to take their Wedding Festival, which would have been great. That would have been really, really good for us, obviously. And in red-black, there's just not a ton of ways that you can deal with your opponent's random stuff. So I do think Dreadfugue is quite good. I wouldn't say quite good. Quite playable. for that reason. Yep. Just gonna play another Ragged Recluse here. Hold up my Flame Blessed Bolt. Sounds good. If they sacrifice a thing here, I'll shoot the Ragged Recluse. Boop. No 3/3s for you. I don't think I'm trading this. I'm trading one of these just to flip my suitor. I don't think that's what I want to do. But I do think I still want to play the suitor this turn. What I want to happen is I want my opponent to play a creature, almost any creature. They didn't even let me finish. Now maybe I do want to send the Ragged Recluses to their death. To potentially flip the Desperate Farmer. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Yep, damage. Flip that to a 4/3. Play a Blood Petal Celebrant, say go. It's a decent turn. Alright, now I'd like to find a land. Okay, they're lacerating my flesh, that makes sense. I want to find land so I can lacerate their flesh. I don't know if I'm actually casting this or not, though. Like, I want to get blood off of it. Kind of just gonna pump this and say go. There are things I'd rather hit than their 1/4. Like that. This is a perfect example of a thing I'd rather hit. Ooh, Scavenger, potentially a nice follow-up. If I attack with this, are they blocking ever? They might. I don't want to trade my Deadly Dancer off right now. Okay. We have the same hand. Good to know. I'm playing this turn so I can make sure that goes away forever. I'll hold on to the swamp for now. Grizzly Ritual is going to give me some blood. And I guess I need to play the swamp to play the Grizzly Ritual. But if I find a Plains next turn, for example, I'd rather play the Plains than play the... And then discard the swamp. Opponent has a lot of blood tokens to go through. Okay. I was going to say, why would they discard a bat? It's because they have a bat. I'm pretty happy to see them just run out the second bat. Ooh. Oh, but that's not a vampire. Okay. I think at this point I am actually gonna do this. Attack with these two. They double block my 2/3. I'm okay with that. They double block this. I'm okay with that too. I guess I could have just been a little bit more patient there, but it's kind of okay. They can pop their fountain to get back bat plus guest. Their own scavenger, sure. Now I'm pretty into trading scavengers. We'll see if they are also into trading scavengers. Bat. Cool. I want to flip this thing, but I don't want to discard either of these cards. So I'm just going to pass. This is going to be a long game. Everybody buckle up. Yep. They've got Rot-Tide Gargantua. Um... Okay. Now I just have to run out the bat to put something on board. I can make it a 3/3 so it survives Vampire's Vengeance, which is nice. They have their own Vampire's Vengeance. Interesting. I think I just cast mine so I can kill the Gargantua. If I had more mana, I could have protected my bat, obviously, but I didn't, so here we are. Start going through the blood. Yeah. I'll play a creature. It's not a great creature, but I will play the creature. They can sacrifice Blood Fountain now and get back, like, Gargantua plus Scavenger or something. Bat plus Scavenger. Sure. Because now they can play Scavenger and Bat in the same turn. Yep. Eat my Scavenger, yeah. And then play Bat, and now they can pick up Gargantua. I think our opponent's Blood Fountain is going to get us here. I'll pick up the other Bat. Interesting. I wonder if they have another way to gain life. Okay, go through these lands. Hopefully find something. Sure. Yeah, that's probably it for us here. Our deck is not a great blood deck. Our opponent's deck is quite a bit better than ours, it looks like. Yep. They're also getting rid of a bunch of their lands. I think I am going to block and cast Undying Malice. Mostly so I get another blood token. But if they have a... Okay, sure. I was never beating the bleed dry anyways, so it's kind of fine. I guess we get 2 cards from their hand here. Brings it kind of close to parity. They're still like 2 cards up on us though. If they're discarding the bat, I'm scared because that means they have other better cards in their hand. Yeah. Okay. Exile your Gargantua. Did I cast my sweeper already? Was that this game? No. Okay. Sweeper or bust, I guess. We find the sweeper, though. We still have Welcoming Vampire to draw into, also. It's not over. It's obviously not good, but it's not over. Yeah. Good. Play your creatures. Come on, sweeper. That's not it. And we're dead. We had like a 1 in 10-ish shot there at fighting our sweeper. We got outground by a better vampires deck. And you know what? One more thing on the last game before we move on to this one. We didn't draw a single of our rares in the top 26 cards of our deck. All 3 of our grindy rares were at the bottom of our deck. Which, you can't rely on your rares to win games, obviously. But at the same time, like, drawing your rares is generally how you win games. Having them all in the bottom third of our deck. A little unlucky. And we still put up a decent fight. So I think other than the mana being super sketch in this deck, I think this deck's okay. Snarling Wolf is a card that on the face should be so bad. Like, cards with this ability tend to be just not very good in draft formats. But this one in particular is just really annoying. Ooh, Vampire's Vengeance. Gonna play Gluttonous Guest here. I'd like to flip this before I just wipe the board. Play a 3-2. Or another 2-2. I'll block. I'm not scared. Opponent. So I'm gonna Vampire's Vengeance this turn, which means I need to put a stop on my end step. I need to discard a card. What card am I discarding? The Bat? The Farmer? I think it's the Farmer. So I'm gonna discard Blood Token. No attacks. End step. Resolve this ability. Then Vampire's Vengeance. Cool. Now my opponent doesn't have as many creatures to transform their suitor. I have this attacker, which is going to gain me life, which means the bat can get back my farmer. bat, pick up farmer, journal with 3 counters on it, go. So now I have a really telegraphed play next turn, even if I draw nothing, and if I draw something, I can just, like, do something with Grizzly Ritual. Yeah, they get to attack here. I think I'll just double block the suitor. The dancer. Yeah. Okay. I kind of got there. All of a sudden I'm in a terrible spot. They must have just drawn the Flame Blast Bolt, because they had a chance to make that play earlier to kill my 1/4, and they didn't take it. I actually think I'm just going to play Farmer and pass, which can block the Dancer, and this will flip, and then I can start gaining life back. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Yep. And then I get to draw a card with this play also. Let's save Grizzly Ritual for whatever's left over from this. Hopefully start gaining life back with the farmer. Cool. Pretty happy to transform farmer here. Then I'll draw a card. It's a nice draw. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Shoot that. Yeah, I'm playing my land. Shoot. Our opponent has... Oh my god. Our opponent's drawn 4 lands and only spells they can cast. And I'm just gonna die to all these wolves. Oh, well, maybe not. Okay, I am not dead. I am close to dead, but I am not dead. And another castable spell? Okay. Playing this. I'm looting through my deck. That's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it either. Cool. That's so frustrating. I'm dead to the... So frustrating. My opponent only had spells they could cast, had removal on time, multiple turns in a row. And I swept them this game. This is the game I swept them. Swept their 1 and 2 drops. They had to slow flip the suitor. And they just like kept drawing spells. Well, that's how draft goes sometimes, I guess. That's how Magic goes sometimes, I guess. It's frustrating because I don't think this deck was bad. This deck was not good, right? This deck's not good, but Welcoming Vampire is busted, and Path of Peril's busted, and I didn't really get to play with these cards. That's just how it goes sometimes, I guess, but it is a little frustrating. Well, I'm gonna keep practicing for the Arena Open and hope that hope that it goes a little bit better than this practice run did. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time.